They say power shows a man's true nature. Some wear it like armor, others, like a weapon. For Officer Daniel Briggs, his badge wasn't a duty, it was a shield he thought made him untouchable. But he was about to learn, some shields don't hold up when truth and courage stand against them. My name's Eli Turner, a single dad, a former Marine, and a man who has seen enough battles to know, not every war is fought overseas. Scene 1, small town morning, diner, simple life. I worked double shifts as a mechanic, raising my 10-year-old son, Caleb. We didn't have much, just a small rented place, 2 mugs, 1 old pickup, and a bond forged through years of scraping by. That morning, I stopped by Rosie's diner to grab Caleb's favorite chocolate chip pancakes before school. The place smelled like burnt coffee and hope. That's when he walked in. Officer Briggs, tall, smug, mirrored sunglasses inside like he was allergic to humility. He wasn't a bad cop, they said, just one who liked reminding folks he had the power. Scene 2, the spark. As I got up to leave, I saw him pull over a young kid outside, maybe 19. He was trembling, hands up, scared. Briggs' tone wasn't law enforcement. It was domination. I stepped closer, not to interfere, just to make sure he didn't go too far. But Briggs noticed me watching. Our eyes met, and for a second, that badge gleamed like a threat. He barked, "You got a problem, sir?" I said calmly, "Not unless you make one." He smirked. "Veteran, you people think you can do whatever you want just because you served." I bit my tongue and walked away. But that single moment, it was the spark to a wildfire I never asked for. Scene 3, the ticket. A week later, I was driving Caleb to school when Briggs pulled me over. He claimed I ran a stop sign that didn't exist. Next thing I knew, I had a reckless driving ticket, a suspended license, and a fine I couldn't pay. I tried to reason. He leaned in and whispered, "Next time, keep your nose out of police work, soldier." I filed a complaint. The department reviewed it and found nothing wrong. I thought that was the end of it. I was wrong. Scene 4, the setup. 2 weeks later, Briggs showed up at my garage with another officer. They said someone reported I was working without a license. False, of course. They fined me again. Clients started disappearing. My business tanked. When I asked why he was doing this, he just smiled. Should VE stayed quiet, hero. I could VE lost it, but Marines learn restraint. Instead, I started documenting dates, times, names, even his off-duty hangouts. See, I wasn't planning revenge. I was planning accountability. Scene 5, the court summons. Then came the day everything changed. A letter summoning me to court for obstruction of justice. Apparently, ID threatened an officer. His statement said I was hostile, dangerous, and aggressive. If I lost, I'd lose custody of Caleb. That night, I sat at the kitchen table, staring at my son's drawing on the fridge. Daddy's my hero. I swore to myself, he won't take that away. Scene 6, the hearing begins. Courtrooms have their own kind of silence. The kind that feels like judgment itself is holding its breath. Briggs sat at the front, confident, polished, his badge gleaming under the lights. His lawyer painted me as an angry veteran with a chip on my shoulder. But I wasn't alone. Behind me sat a few folks who also crossed paths with Briggs, small business owners, delivery drivers, even the kid he harassed outside the diner. One by one, they reached out after hearing about my case online. I didn't know it then, but the town had started whispering maybe Eli's not lying. Scene 7, The Twist, Truth Exposed. When my turn came, I stood up, steady. Your Honor, I said, I may not have fancy words, but I've got something stronger evidence. I showed time-stamped photos of my garage that proved I was licensed. Then I played the audio recording from my truck the dash cam Briggs hadn't realized was always on. You could hear him say it clear as daylight, next time, keep your nose out of police work, soldier. The courtroom went silent. Briggs' face drained of color. His lawyer tried to object but it was too late. The judge's voice cut like steel, Officer Briggs, I believe we'll be opening an investigation into your conduct. Scene 8, Justice lands. By the next week, Briggs was suspended. The complaint I filed months ago was reopened. Turns out, he'd done this before, harassing veterans, small business owners, anyone who didn't bow. The department had covered for him. But this time, the evidence was too loud to ignore. He lost his badge. And I got my license back, my garage reopened and the respect I'd almost forgotten I deserved. Scene 9, Aftermath, Reflection. One afternoon, as I locked up the shop, I saw him across the street, plain clothes, no badge, no swagger. Our eyes met again. This time, no threat. Just regret. I didn't hate him. I just hoped he learned what real strength looked like, not control, not intimidation, but standing up when no one else will. Final scene, closing voiceover, hopeful tone. Veteran's voice softens. Power doesn't make you untouchable. Character does. And sometimes, it takes a single dad, a worn-out veteran, and a whole lot of quiet truth to remind the world of that.